by Daylight is bad. I honestly rather be swimming through shark-infested waters, eat a bunch of Popeye's biscuits without any water, and play War Thunder than have to play a single Swift as killer in Dead by Daylight. And I'm going to explain why this game is really, really bad. I think Dead by Daylight has probably one of the worst toxic fan bases I think I've ever seen, and that is pretty impressive. So strap in, folks, while I talk about this buggy, glitchy, messy, ugly, whoa, video game. So grab your sippy cups, your popcorn, and your Nanu body pillows, because we're going to take a deep dive into why this is a really bad game. Let's get into it.
This is the Bible.
Holy crap, I don't even know where to start. I think there's so much to talk about. There's so much to talk about. I actually think it's kind of crazy how bad this game is and no one really talks about it. Well, I mean they have, but they still give the game money and they still play the game, so I don't care. First things first, why is this game so ugly? Like, I honestly think the art style from the original just looks so much better in 2016. At least it looked like a horror game. At least it was kind of creepy. At least it was dark. At least the killers were threatening. But no, it just looks generic as fuck. Like, I think this art style is so generic to me. Like, I really do miss the old atmosphere of the older game, which is why I have a filter that makes that atmosphere come back, because at least the game was actually creepy. Oh, wait, oops, I forgot that this is a horror game. Did you forget it was a horror game? I sure as hell forgot this was a horror game. But fine, whatever. If you guys like your generic ass art style, fine, whatever. Also, the character models. The character models are so ugly! Oh my god, it's so ugly! I mean, just like leftists, they gotta make everything so fucking ugly. Like, ugh, what is this? What is that? Ugh, what is this? Get it off my screen! It's disgusting! Ugh, it's hideous! All the women are so ugly in this game, except Kate, I guess. But everyone else is just so ugh. And it's not just the survivors, man. The killers themselves look kind of, I mean, I guess a bit weird, but I guess that's the, the point, because they're killers, but I don't know, man. Some of these some of these killers look kind of off, if you know what I mean. Wow, Dead by Daylight, the only horrifying thing about your game is that your character models look just as bad as the ones from the Shark Tale era of animated films. Nice. Alright, let's move on. The unoriginality in this game is actually kind of impressive. I hate the argument that, oh, well, the game can't have so many unique killers because there's like 40 of them and they're running out of ideas. And then I see Identity 5 right there in the spotlight where all the killers have different powers and are different in any single way. Maybe some of them have similar abilities, but most of the time, most of the killers in that game are actually different and unique. It's because Identity 5 is more creative and it's a better game. Please go play that game over Dead by Daylight. It's much better. Oh my god. If the developers weren't so goddamn lazy up there in behavior, they could make potential killers that are different from each other and actually make a lot more sense. Maybe actually make more killers that are more unique and could actually stand the test of time against Swifts, because the only two killers that are actually decent against high level tiers because of the stupid MMR system is Nurse and Blight. You use anybody else, get fucked. Eat shit. So yeah, we need more originality when it comes to killer design. I actually thought of a decent idea for Springtrap to use the spring locks, or maybe the Phantom Ghost from Five Nights at Freddy's 3, but a bunch of idiots in my video were saying, well, that's stupid, and I'm just like, okay, retard, what is your idea then? Like, what, you just think having him as Xenomorph and Huntress is, like, the best thing ever? I'd say, hi sir, what would you like for today? I would like a killer that has teleportation and a anti-loop ability. How original. Oh, but it's a licensed killer. Daring today, aren't we? Like, do you guys understand what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, I swear, every single killer, aside from a couple, have just similar abilities to each other because the devs are so goddamn lazy. Instead of making Springtrap just Huntress and Xenomorph, why not make him more unique? Why not give him the ability to send out the phantoms to scare survivors so you can know their location, or maybe to damage them or something, anything like that. Instead of making the doors just pretty much useless because I don't know anybody who uses them in high level MMR, why not make it to where you just play Five Nights at Freddy's, and when you find Springtrap, you can kind of slow them down or hinder them, but at the same time, those doors use energy, or it could use the generator's energy. That would be pretty fucking cool. But no, we gotta be lazy, gotta do the basic minimum amount of shit as possible, and people eat that up for some reason. Like, the Tokyo Ghoul chapter was much better than the FNAF chapter. At least Tokyo Ghoul was pretty awesome. At least Kaneki looks pretty cool. At least his ability is pretty fun to use. I mean, it's not fun to go against, but it is fun to use if you're the killer. Like, holy shit. And has anyone noticed that we haven't been getting as many Survivor and Killers in the same pack together? Like, the Walking Dead chapter is so bad that we only got 2 survivors I don't even care about. But what about, like, Negan? I wanted Negan in the game. I don't get anything I want in this fucking game, dude. I've been waiting for Candyman for 7 years, still haven't got him. Well, I mean, I did get Springtrap, but he turned out to be shit, so I don't care. Oh my god, this game is so lazy. Like, I honestly think it's funny because the little pole that was in the beginning of the offering screen, that dude has a name. His name is Jim. Jim the Pole. Because the devs are so goddamn lazy. They didn't even play a match to see that pole, that glitch in the game. Why do people still play this shit? This game is so glitchy, it actually makes me think that Fallout New Vegas has less spaghetti code than this game. I'm not even kidding. I think Fallout New Vegas performs better than this. It performs better than Dead by Daylight, a game made in 2016 and has been a massive game since then. It should have like 100,000 employees and it's 2025 and there's still issues with its code. Oh, I don't understand. But hey, what do I know, right? I'm not a game programmer, even though I can clearly see what the code looks like and how shit this looks. You don't have to be some goddamn expert to know how bad the coding is in this game. Everybody's shitting on Yandere Dev. Yandere Dev's code is bad, which it is, but holy crap, at least the game functions. I don't even think Yandere Simulator has as many glitches as Dead by Daylight does. That is really impressive. That's super impressive that Yandere Simulator works better than Dead by Daylight. I honestly am not joking about my reaction here, just saying these words, dude. Yandere Simulator works better than Dead by Daylight. I have to get this through to people to tell you that I had less issues with Yandere Simulator. This game is just dedicated to fail. I can't believe a game this bad has gotten this big. I'm actually impressed. But again, it's a licensed characters. If this game had no licensed characters, this game would have been dead like 7 years ago. But because of licensed characters, it has no competition. And I hate when people say the argument, well, there's no other game out there that's like it. Identity 5! Identity 5! It's right fucking there! And they have licensed shit! Right now we're having anime crossovers. Go play Identity 5, please. Let Dead by Daylight fucking die. I am so goddamn tired of people saying, well, Dead by Daylight doesn't have any competition. Dead by Daylight is the only game that's like that. And I'm just like, go play Identity 5. It's right there. What the fuck is wrong with you? Alright, I mean, I need to calm down. I'm getting too worked up over this kind of shit. Listen, all I'm saying is that Identity 5 is way better. You don't have fucking stupid-ass DS, no Dead Hard, none of that shit. There's no, borrowed time when you get off the chairs. The killers are just way better in this game. They feel better to play. I guess the only issue with Identity 5 for me is that some of the animations look kind of jank. But to be fair, the studio working on the game is not very big. It's not as big as the Behavior studio, but fuck it. Just go play that game, man. It's way better. You're gonna have way more of a fun time. It's on PC, it's on mobile, so it's a decent little game if you want to, you know, have an alternative, because Dead by Daylight sucks. Alright, let's move on to the last thing. Well, maybe the last thing.
It's hideous!
DEI and Swift. Oh my god! Swift in Dead by Daylight is so broken. It's actually kind of insane. I have never seen a video game with multiplayer aspects like this that are so broken. Like, listen, man, if you're playing against a Swift and DBD as killer, it's already fucking over before the match even began, dude. Like, that's how bad it is. Because these people are on comms in a Discord or a Skype call or MySpace or Vampire Freaks or whatever, and they're just telling you where the killer is, or telling you where the hexes are, they're telling you where items are. Like, holy crap, are Swifts so broken in this game. I honestly can't tell you how many times I've wanted to DC because I knew it was a Swift, because I knew the game was already over. Like, I just don't understand how Swift has been broken this long in the game. But to be fair, they haven't even fixed certain animations since like 2016, so why do I expect them to actually do their job as developers and actually fix issues in the game? Wow, silly me, thinking developers fixing their game. I'm like, do you guys actually remember that infamous video of one of the developers who actually went against a full Swift in Korea, and against, like, you know, using the hag of all characters, which, you know, it's already over before it even starts, because they can just wipe away the traps and they can just tell you where the traps are. But this developer actually played against these Korean people, and that's why flashlights got nerfed, despite the fact flashlights are still broken in this game, but not as broken as they were before. So, I'm telling you right now, if these developers actually played their game regularly, there'd be so many issues fixed, but they don't want to do that, so the game will stay broken forever, like, until people stop giving the company money and they can start making changes to it, because that's how it works. You know, with all the addictions, like overeating, drug addiction, cigarette addiction, all these other addictions, the one addiction that I don't really see people talking about is gaming addiction. Like, that's the only reason you people still play Dead by Daylight is addiction, or you guys just literally have no other multiplayer game you can play with your friends. Like, I legit don't understand why people are so addicted to this goddamn game. I really don't get it. You know, the funny thing is that I see so many videos on Twitter and YouTube where people will just instantly DC the minute they don't like the killer they're going against, or they get downed, like, immediately. It's like, why are you even bothering playing this game? Like, clearly you don't like the game if you keep doing this kind of thing of DCing and wanting to go next and wanting the killer to kill you and all this other kind of shit. It's like, well, then just stop playing the game. If the game is so unfun that you have to DC, why do you keep playing it? It's called addiction. That's all this is. It's addiction to playing the game. And I get it. I get the addiction. I get it. Like, you know, it was so hard for me to drop a couple games because I was addicted to that kind of shit. Like, it was hard for me to drop the Pokemon franchise because I was addicted to it. But holy crap, man. You guys gotta have some self-control while playing this game, you know? Like, if you guys like playing the slop, that's fine. But don't, like, go on YouTube and complain about it for, like, hours and hours and then still give them, like, a bunch of money. Like, what the fuck, you know? Like, I'm making this video because I'm tired of those types of people. It's like, either stop playing the game or shut the hell up. You know, this wouldn't happen if you just didn't give them money. Like, I'm really tired of people complaining about something, and then they give it money anyway. Like, that shit pisses me off. At least Darva doesn't complain about the game, even if his opinions are stupid. But that's just me. That's just me. And the last thing I gotta talk about before ending this video, because I'm getting so angry, is DEI. Oh my god, the DEI crap, man. Like, the DEI wheel of what's the word? Opportunity or whatever. I made a video about that a long time ago, and that's still a thing, of course. Like, yeah, the gay pride flags everywhere, the obvious leftist, like, art style, the leftist art in the game, the fact that they only hire people based on race or gender. Yeah, that's a thing. Wow, what a shock, what a surprise. Like, but I already made a video about that, so if you guys want to check out that video, I will link it in the description. But yeah, there is a whole woke DEI thing that goes on around there at Behavior Entertainment, and just know when you give them money, you're supporting that. So, good on you for supporting DEI. I'm really happy about that. So, anyway, if you guys enjoy this video, I'm gonna head out because I'm getting too angry, and I need to calm myself down, and, I will see you guys in the next video. And Waifu, signing out.